Okay, Recons video on Saturday, the 28th of August 2021, just coming up to 11:37 a.m. Chicago time. It is 6:38 p.m. here in France. Do hope you are doing well. So, I gotta say that was a fantastic week for me. I hope you guys traded it well. Put out a video on Sunday into Monday morning talking about the setup in energy that we had in crude oil and natural gas. Also talking about strength in equities, and all of those kind of came good. So just going to recap those charts for you on the tick bar charts. So the first one is crude, and this is the setup that we had Sunday night into Monday. We had a triple signal after exhaustion sell, bullish divergence, and blue professional bars. That gave us our triple signal there. So we've got three non-correlated indicators all coming together. But for me, that's just kind of the setup. That just says, yep, I should be looking for long trades after that. It's a question of how to trade it. With crude, what I did is I jumped in kind of first thing once I saw that, because I liked it for a trade. And my entry point was 63.37, kind of over here. And then as soon as we had red bars kind of turn on, we had a confirmed uptrend. And I think it was this blue professional bar that I liked. For this little down move. That's a stair-step trade. So that's when we have a little retracement, blue professional bars kind of step in, bang, and we race away from there. So my second entry was 65.65, and then on Friday took profits on crude. So the reason I'm taking profits on crude, we had a bunch of blue professional bars kind of come in at the end of the day, and I was super happy with my crude trade, so I kind of took profits on that. I'll show you the daily chart as well, because it's kind of triggered into a longer term trend as well. So we had our kind of sell-off in crude down to kind of negative prices when we were looking last year, and we've had a little bit of a from that exhaustion sell patterns kind of set up this huge kind of trade here. And I was never convinced that the uptrend in crude was over when people were talking about it, because it didn't have exhaustion buys. We had some blue professional bars kind of take profits here. We kind of came back, stepped in at 60, and we've held it there. But we didn't have blue professional bars at these highs taking profit. It wasn't a classic kind of, although we had background gray, which means we're overbought, it didn't have everything kind of going for it. So I still had a kind of long crude bias, and that's with last couple of days, this week's activity. We've had another kind of strength kind of trade kind of signal come in there. So I don't know, I think crude could go higher, given that we're in an uptrend on the daily chart, and we haven't on the tick bar chart see exhaustion buying. But I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat. I prefer to take profits than kind of sitting through for the full move. We'll see if there's another re-entry point, but I'm just seeing a little bit of profit taken by professionals up here at kind of 68.69. So that was the crude trade. That was super nice. But the surprise trade and the better trade turned out to be natural gas. Same thing. We had a setup Sunday into Monday with this kind of signal happening, and we had the same thing: exhaustion sell, flush, flush, flush. So we're down on volume momentum on the downside. We're kind of exhausted. We have blue professional bars stepping in on these lows here and here and here, down here just under 380. We're oversold with the background red, so that's better sine wave telling us that all the cyclical patterns kind of coming together to say we're oversold there. And as soon as we break the trailing stop from better pro and bam, there we get our triple signal. Now this was hairy to sit through, but it did not break into a downtrend here. So all of these red bars show that we're in an uptrend on better sine wave, and it does not turn into white bars like here. So I was nervous and taking a little bit of heat, but it did not kind of turn around, and it held that area just under $4. And then as soon as it went through $4, my God, this thing just took off like a rocket. So I was in at 389. 2 and at 389.7. So I was pretty aggressive, I would say, on natural gas, but it didn't go against me, so I was lucky. And then this blue professional bars is basically kind of buying that breakout, and then as soon as it went through the 420 level, which had been the previous high here, it just had another leg there. Again, Friday took profits, little blue professional bars at the end of the day, sitting on big profits, so much rather kind of take profits and be out of that for the time being and just wait and see what happens next. Again, on the daily chart here, we're in a strong uptrend, and we've been in an uptrend basically that's been basing for the beginning of this year. And then as soon as we got through this 340 level, kind of confirmed uptrend for me. And yeah, grab and go. And there's nothing on the upside to say, you know, this thing is gone as far as it's going to go. We've not seen exhaustion buy, blue professional bars on daily charts and so on. So no doubt I'm out of, you know, the energy kind of complex way too early, but there'll be a re-entry point. The point that I'll be looking for is re-entry on both or either of these would be white bars. So this turns into a small downtrend. So something like this. We go into a little bit of weakness shown by white bars in a downtrend, and then we break back into an uptrend. So that would be a kind of re-entry signal that I'd be interested in getting long into both those as well. But in the meantime, and in the Sunday Monday video, I was talking about gold, and I was going to wait until we had blue professional bars come in on gold. And so I've jumped in on this because we did see blue professional bars. So at the beginning of the week there was nothing. We'd shown strength, you know, broken into an uptrend with the white bars, but we didn't have any blue professional bars. And then the next, you know, I think it was the Monday or the Tuesday, the blue professional bars kind of came in here. So, but I didn't like where they were positioned. And we had some weakness from there, but this held, this area of the trailing stop from Beta Prime kind of held here, and we had another signal breaking into an uptrend here. So at 1800 I've jumped in to gold, and we got some blue professional bars kind of up here. I don't know, you know, we're going to have, this clearly is going to be an area of trouble up here at 1840, but let's see if this kind of has legs and continues to go. I think it was probably the Fed kind of speak, Jackson Hole, whatever was going on kind of the end of this week, that probably sparked a lot of this activity, because we had a lot of setups in different markets kind of happen based on that news. And so what I'm hoping is those blue professional bars are a gathering pattern, kind of waiting to launch into a bigger move that'll go test who knows where. But so I'm long kind of gold. Also interesting to look at silver on the tick bar chart, that we had similar blue professional bars there. It's still weak on silver, we're still in a downtrend, but you know, let's see if we can turn this pattern around, get above 24 and break this thing into an uptrend. You know, we've had a exhaustion sold bullish divergence flush pattern kind of down here. We've had one little sequence of oversold at this point here. We just need to turn the pro-am bars kind of around. So let's see how that works out Monday, Tuesday on gold and silver, and see if that rally kind of continues. So that's a little bit of an update on Sunday, Monday's video on the energy sector and how that worked out for the week. I also was talking about the strength in equities during that video, so let me just recap that. So here's the Sunday into Monday's activity here, and we had the market kind of breaking away, so continuing in an uptrend, all the red bars showing better sine wave. We'd set up from this kind of really jaggedy pattern down here with a couple of triples. We continued to break up. We did have some weakness with some triple signals that came in here kind of midweek, but it held. Blue professional bars came in here, 44.70 kind of level here. We broke into an uptrend, having had an oversold on better sine wave. We didn't have exhaustion sold, so we had 2 out of 3, but we broke into an uptrend, and you can see the red bars showing that we're in an uptrend on better sine wave. A little bit of profit taking at the end of the week. So let's see where kind of equities go. And I'll do a video tomorrow, most likely, because we've had a whole bunch of signals in some other related markets. Not going to tell you what, but that'll be worth kind of discussing and just showing you what I'm seeing on my charts. So there we go. It's been a good week. Hope you had a good week and just enjoying the weekend.